Hey guys. So apparently Amber Heard requested Johnny Depp trial do-over due to alleged fake juror. Comment below if you know what's going on here. Let's see, just getting adjusted. There we go. All right, so coming at you from Moreno Valley. It's nice out here, actually. So let's see what she has to say. This is coming in from Yahoo? No, Yahoo, sorry. And it says, Amber Heard requests Johnny Depp trial do-over due to alleged fake juror. Seems that Amber Heard is trying to find a way to avoid appealing her defamation trial against her ex-husband, Johnny Depp. The Aquaman actress is asking a judge to toss the jury's verdict and grant her another trial due to a lack of evidence and an alleged fake juror. So, I mean, she's never going to quit. We know this because of what she's done, right? So it says, over a month ago, a 7-person jury in Fairfax, Virginia ruled that Heard had committed defamation in her 2018 Washington Post op-ed, where she declared herself a survivor of domestic violence. The jury awarded the Pirates of the Caribbean actor $15 million in damages, $10 million in compensatory damages, and $5 million in punitive damages. The $5 million was later reduced to $350,000, the maximum allowed under Virginia state law. I mean, 350,000 compared to 5 million, but there's a cap, so there's not really much they can do about that. Heard was also awarded, let's see, $2 million out of the $100 million countersuit after the jury found that one of Depp's attorneys had committed defamation when he called her abuse claims a hoax. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? You know, what are you going to do? I'm at my niece's house. She's got a great place. Right? So, it is what it is. I mean, she's not going to want to pay, so. According to TMZ, the Zombieland actress, oh my God, did she really make a movie called Zombieland? That's so weird. Actress wants a judge to dismiss the jury's verdict and start over. Earlier this week, Heard's legal team filed new legal documents in Virginia asking the judge to set aside the jury ruling for Depp, dismiss the complaint, or order a completely new trial. I mean, will she get the new trial or what? Do you think she'll get it? Only in America can you say you don't want to pay the verdict after the verdict has been finalized. Only in America can you do that. Yeah, she's saying she doesn't want to pay the verdict and that she wants them to dismiss it or set it aside so that she can completely appeal without having to come up with the however many millions. I think she has to come up with the verdict amount in order to be able to appeal. And the judge has already finalized the verdict, so I mean, she must have money to throw away because obviously, it costs money to appeal. So Heard's legal team is arguing 3 main points. The first of which was that Depp's legal team didn't have enough evidence to prove that the statements in her op-ed damaged his career, even though a jury decided that they had. So she's just going to keep going. It doesn't look like she's going to be stopping anytime soon. The second argument is along similar lines as the first. They argue that Johnny Depp's career was already in jeopardy due to showing up late on the set, among other allegations, and that Heard shouldn't be held responsible for that. Her legal team also claims that Depp's lawyers failed to prove that she acted with malice when she wrote her op-ed, adding that Depp's legal team failed to prevent evidence that Heard didn't believe what she wrote in her op-ed. So now they're just going to dance with words. And, it's like, did she lie or did she misspeak? Like, this is a play on words now. I feel sorry for the judge because the judge now has to deal with her again, even though the verdict has been finalized and the case is, well, it's not really over, but she's trying to finagle her way out of paying the settlement money of 8.3, right? Because she's saying, okay, there was foul play, so we don't need it's ridiculous. In other words, a jury can't find defamation in a true statement, and Heard's legal team argues that Heard believes everything she wrote was true and that she truly was a victim of abuse. So she's gaslighting her team now. This is really bad because Australia is still looking into her, which means that when they find her culpable of what they're alleging that she did, which was lie to the court, it's going to come down on her really hard. I mean, she's literally delusional, which is a sign of histrionic personality disorder. I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you that the signs are there. And she's not, it's not like the people can't see, right? So if she believes, that's like I say, I hear voices. If I believe I hear voices, then, what these voices tell me about you is what? True? Because I believe that the voices are telling me about something about you that's true. I don't understand. So they're also mentioning yet again that Heard never mentioned Depp by name in the op-ed, so they don't understand how a jury could rule that she had defamed him. But yet she stood on that stand and said to the world and testified that that was why she wrote it, quote unquote. So I didn't make that up. That's what she said. That's what happened. In one of the strangest twists in the highly publicized defamation trial between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, Heard's legal team is arguing that one of the members of the jury summoned to court is not actually the person who showed up. They allege that the court didn't do its due diligence in vetting its members. So they're saying that the guy that was there was 27 versus the information that was on his card that claims that he was born. There's a discrepancy in the age. That's called a technicality, but she already lost the case. It would be a different story, I feel like, and I'm just an observer, that she would have won on a technicality, but she didn't win on a technicality. And the verdict was finalized, and now she's trying to pass the buck on the verdict by saying that this is a technicality. You lost, right? You lost. Like, it's not, if it was a technicality, and if it wasn't a technicality, the verdict has been finalized. So, so I feel sorry for the Judge Ascarati, because it has to be hard to have to deal with someone so, like she's literally like, if her own lawyers are telling us that she really believes that she was abused, then, that's called a delusion. Schizophrenia, people with schizophrenia have delusions. What she's doing to her team is she's expressing a delusion. They're telling, I can tell you the sky is red till I'm blue in the face, right? Will you believe me? So they allege, okay, so on paper, Juror 15's records show that they were born in 1945. Apparently, Heard's legal team has been doing their own research on each member of the jury, and they concluded that this person is much younger than that and might have been born in 1970. As such, they want the courts to investigate this further. If it turns out that the person summoned to court was not actually the person summoned to the jury, it does present a strong argument to dismiss the jury's verdict and start the trial over again. As a woman, from a woman's perspective, she is like, She's a badass. Amber Heard is a badass. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's true. She's a badass in the sense that she really does think that she can gaslight a judge. The judge is being gaslit by Amber Heard right now. And it's up to the not the defense, but like the plaintiff side to prove her wrong. And they've already done so. So for her to continue to allegate that this is the case just makes her look even that much more delusional. You know what I mean? I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I know. It's so crazy. It's crazy. But I have to say that I don't know anything about law, but I know when someone's being gaslit and she's literally like trying to gaslight the court. And you have to like admit that's one ballsy chick, right? I mean, what kind of a person is going to gaslight a court? And if what they're saying is true, I mean, if you watch the trial, we saw that there was a part when Amber Heard was on the stand and she said, while she was on the stand, when she was being questioned by Johnny's team, that the card that she was asked to look at said that she was the 40-year-old male or 30-year-old male. And it was an actual card or 50 some, regardless of what age. The form that they had her look at and go over said that she was, a male on that particular thing. So at the end of the day, I mean, she's not a male. So something there, there definitely could be something there. As TMZ noted, a judge has yet to rule on the latest filing or comment on the possibility of an imposter juror. One of Depp's attorneys said that he actually expected this move from Heard's legal team, but noted nothing substantive in her motion. So it goes on to say, it should be noted that one male juror has already come forward to talk about how they reached a decision in the defamation case under anonymity. They also countered the argument posed by Heard's attorney, Elaine Bredenhoff, saying they were influenced by a Justice for Johnny Depp hashtag on Twitter. The anonymous male juror said that he and many other members of the jury do not actually have a Twitter account and stayed away from the trial coverage while online. And then there's a link. So you could go on YouTube and figure that one out. Yeah, Amber Heard trying to overturn her verdict. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment.